this is your September forecast for 2017, and I think in many ways you can really look forward to this month. We've got a lot of great aspects going on. Now, we have both Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo, which is in your 12th house, and that is really ruling your subconsciousness, the need to kind of pull back a little bit, to listen to your higher self, your creativity. It's really like a recharge of your energies that are going on. Now, Mars will be in this 12th house until September 5th, then it will move across your ascendants and into your first house, and that's really going to spark a whole lot of new energy there for you. Venus will be moving into your first house, crossing your ascendants on September 19th. And so for you, happy birthday. You know, you're having a wonderful time this month, as opposed to Mars not being there every year. It does come around on your birthday every other year. So this year you're going to be boosted with a whole lot more dynamic energy. Your goals are really going to come up to the surface. The sun is already in that first house as we start off the month. And also you will have a new moon in Virgo in your sign here. That's not coming around before that of September 20th. But, you know, the new moons are always new beginnings, right? And last month in August, we had a solar eclipse new moon, which was super powerful. So already this month, you should start feeling some of that beautiful, should I say, abundance that it has been setting itself up for you. The universe is definitely behind you. So when we have Venus in the 12th house, it's the Piscean house. It's very creative, so listen to your creativity. It looks like right now that the universe is wanting you to step back, not just to recharge your energy, but so that you can be in touch with that spiritual side of you, that creative side of you. Mars is there as well, so make it work. Mercury is retrograde and will be until September 5th. And it will go direct on the same day that Mars crosses your ascendants into your first house. So that's when you're going to feel the change and this shift coming in. Anyhow, what I also have prepared, I can't talk today. What also I have prepared for you this month, Virgo, if you look up at the I button here, information button, or there's also a link below I'll post, but I've set up a calendar, a day-to-day calendar, which is above and beyond what I'm doing here, because on our monthly readings, I look at the major aspects, right? Venus outwards and so forth, but we don't necessarily follow the moon's transits, which, you know, on a daily basis keeps triggering off beautiful transits, aspects, and so forth. So I've done that on a 1-hour video. You'll see the calendar with the dates itself, so it's easy to find, follow. You can go in whenever you need it, use it as a point of reference whenever there's something special coming up and you're wanting to know what the mood is going to be for that day. Why? Because the moon always shows us our mood, right? Also at the end of the video, you will see it right there, Astrology September 2017 calendar, and you could check that out then later. But as we start off the month, Virgo, we got Mars and we got Uranus in a beautiful trine. Now, what does that say? You know, Uranus always is that wild card that can bring us the unexpected, right? And since it is linked into your Mars, which is your passion, your drive, your goal orientation, your physical energy, well, I could see that this could be something quite exciting, especially because Uranus for you is in that 8th house. So it could relate to money. All right, not necessarily your day-to-day or month-to-month income, but it could be a payoff, it could be a nice bonus, it could be a gift, it could be a boost in your investments and so forth. So pay attention to that. On the 3rd, your ruler, Mercury, will be conjunct Mars, so I see you kind of kicking into action with something, and maybe because of what took place there the day before, right? So I could see how you're communicating this and maybe wanting to take a specific direct action on what you want to do with it. On the 9th, the Sun, which is you, and Pluto is in trine. Pluto is in your 5th house for joy, creativity, self-expression, children. Pluto is always that pivotal point of transformation, right? So when it's in this beautiful trine to your Sun, you're going to feel strong. You're going to really feel that you can move mountains on this day. Things that could have felt a little bit maybe impossible or maybe not too reachable. On this day, however, you're definitely going to be pushing through. And it's really setting up a beautiful cycle of events for the next coming week. On the 15th, we have, no, let's do the 12th first. Venus, love and romance, and it's also money-related issues, is beautifully trying to Saturn. Now, Saturn's always looking out for us, how we can ground what it is we're working at. It gives us substance, it gives us security. And if you're starting something new at this point, and Mercury is now direct, it's not retrograde, so you could start something now and be very, very, not just successful with it, but it's like it has a long term signature to it, as Saturn is always longevity, right, for the long haul. So I'm sensing you're going to feel that money is good, your relationship is good, and then on the 15th, Venus again is now sextiling up to Jupiter, and Jupiter is abundant. It is the largest planet we have, right? So when it gives multiple times over. And so this could be a very beautiful romantic day. For those of you looking for new love, this would be the day to not sit at home. And if you're in a relationship, this is a great time to get engaged or get married. So yes, it is definitely romantic. Now, both of these two planets also rule money. This could be a fantastic time maybe to, I'd like to say win the lottery, right? But it could also just be a boost. Maybe you're going to have a raise at work. Venus now here on your ascendants, right? So you're really having all this money go out into the universe. So you're a magnet right now. Jupiter is in your second house for money and income. This is why I'm thinking it's more so work-related as far as the money goes, even though Jupiter can bring good luck. That's why I'm saying you could win something. On the 16th, your ruler Mercury and Mars, they're coming together here in a conjunction, meaning that they're just side by side. Mercury is the communicator. What are you communicating? Well, it's all that Marsian energy, goals that you're wanting to do. Your determination is running really high. If you're having, for example, any meetings at this time, well, then I could say that it definitely could be a time where people will hear you. Your points are really coming across. So I'm happy for it. It looks like you are in a place where you're definitely wanting to move ahead. Mars being on your ascendants into your first house, Mercury now into your first house. That tells me that you are projecting yourself out into the world in the way that you've been working towards for some time. This is the time to actually go for it. Everything is on your side. We got Saturn here this month, 26th, moving forward in a direct manner. So we've been waiting for that, right? Because Saturn is definitely going to be supporting the things and situations that you stand for. Even though Saturn is still retrograde here on the 16th, it's more come to a halt, you know, so it's not going backwards. It's just sitting still, preparing to move forward again. So I feel that Saturn could definitely be in a great place. It has just picked up that energy from the trine of Venus, right? The things that you love, where you're coming from your heart, right? So go for it, whatever your goals are on the 16th. I would say that on the 17th, if you have expressed yourself and put yourself out there, you should have feedback already on the 17th. This is when Venus is going to bring the big surprise from Uranus. And we love when those two come together. Not only is Venus the ruler of our heart, the things that we love and desire, but Uranus is that unexpected factor. And when it's aspected beautifully, then we will receive good news. And it could be surprising news. That's the 17th. Uranus for you runs in your 8th house, so it has to do with money matters, not necessarily your income though. This could be investments, it could be royalties, commissions, and so forth, or monies that you have shared with your partner. So yes, right now I feel that you could receive something, insight, good news. Then we have after the 17th, a little red flag perhaps to bear in mind as we proceed throughout the rest of August. And I'll tell you why. We got several oppositions going on, and we have oppositions. It means that we're kind of like spread thin. We're neither here nor there, and we're flip-flopping, right? And Mercury, your ruler, is first now opposing Neptune, and that's on the 19th. Neptune is what we envision. It's our hopes and our dreams. It's our faith, right? What we trust, and it's our creativity, and it's our higher spiritual type love. But Mercury is not too clear, and some communication going on this day. So if you're not knowing what to choose, which direction, don't choose, just gain a little time. On the 24th, Mars, which is your physical energy, your drive, your determination. Now, Neptune is going to be opposing, Mars is going to be opposing Neptune. And so it's like, do I go this direction? Do I go that direction? Neptune might be sending up some signals that can really feel really great, like some of those situations where we say it's too good to be true. That could be because Neptune can spin illusions when it's not positively aspected. And in opposition, it's like it's mirroring something that's not fully there, but we might think it is. So again, if you're in doubt of a direction or a choice needing to be made, hang back. And then on the 27th, Jupiter is going to be opposed Uranus. Now, Jupiter always wants to do things in a big way, right? Never in a small way. So here's maybe an opportunity that has been presented to you in these past few days, right? Jupiter comes along, and Jupiter is normally very optimistic, extremely enthusiastic, always ready to go, but it's opposing Uranus. Now, Uranus, when not well aspected, could bring unexpected negative news, or it could be an awakening factor. Oh my God. Now, if you chose a certain direction, even though you were in doubt, today could be a day where you're going to really look at the reality of it. So, whereas we love Uranus, which brings in change, it really spunks up our energy, and we get these big OMGs, right? We love those when they're positive, like when Uranus was trine Neptune at the start of the month, when it was trine Venus on the 17th. Those days are good, but the oppositions and squares, just be a little aware, because I could see some disappointments on the 29th. This is Venus now. Things that you love and desire and you cherish, whether it's relationships, love and romance, or it could be money too, which Venus both rules. It's opposing Neptune, and here it comes this illusion, something that you had hoped for might not really go through or have come through. And that could have been now with the news that you got on the 27th, on the 29th, you're still feeling it. So up to the 19th, you're good to go. Follow your intuition. You're very intuitive, Virgo. That's what I love about you guys. But when there is aspects like this, I always like to give a little forewarning so that we can be forearmed, right? And we're great. But let's talk about the moons. We have the full moon on September 6th. 13 degrees in Pisces, so that will be in your 7th house of love and relationships. And the full moon is really going to illuminate this area for you. Now, we had that lunar eclipse there in August, so here we are 1 month later, and it will bring to you something that was seeded, something that was in the eclipse. You will see it here now. This full moon is beautiful in Pisces, making you feeling extra sensitive, a heightened awareness, especially because it is conjunct Neptune, which is the ruler of Pisces, right? So we're really spiritually alert and awake there on the 6th. The new moon is September 20th. This will be in your sign, 27 degrees in Virgo. So it's right at the cusp there of their 2nd house, money and income, which within the first few hours will transit into that money house. But as it occurs, it has to do with you, and you're in the forefront of the stage of what is taking place. And the 1st house is really full of a lot of aspects. So right before it hits, it's going to cross Mercury, Venus, Mars, and also the Sun. well, the sun has probably, let me see, well, not fully, but nearly gone into Libra. So you're going to have a full feeling, emotion of this new moon transiting all of these planets. So really pay attention to September 20th from early on in that day and how it's going to be expanding for you throughout the day. And I'm sure you're going to love that. So new moons are always new intentions, right? So think about that on the 20th. So this is what I have for you, Virgo, now. And I would like to say go listen to the 1 hour forecast for the full calendar of September, all the moon aspects, which I never do necessarily mention here. I only talk about the full moon and the new moon here, but you'll get a day-to-day read, and I think you will definitely enjoy it. So listen, have a great month. I'll see you in October.